Taekook didn't know when it started. Maybe it was when Taehyung first walked into his life, all cocky grins and teasing remarks. Or was a quiet moment in their study sessions. The way Taehyung so furrowed in the thought, the rare flicker of concentration in his otherwise mischievous eyes. Or maybe it was that night when Taehyung had looked at him too long, leaned in too close and said, "You." Whatever it was, Jungkook couldn't shake it off, and it was annoying because now he found himself Taehyung outside of their study sessions. Like today, in the college courtyard, Jungkook was seated at a bench, nose buried in a book, when a loud voice rang through the air. His on. Jungkook looked, only to see Taehyung leaning against a tree, looking as if the world revolved around him. A few students nearby were already watching, some whispering. Jungkook sighed, lowering his book. "What do you want?" Taehyung pushed off of the tree, stuffing his hand into his pockets as he sauntered over. "What? I can't say hi to my favorite tutor." Jungkook gave him a blank stare. "I'm your only tutor." "Exactly," Taehyung said with a grin, plopping down on the bench beside him. Jungkook tensed slightly. They never sat together like this outside of their study sessions. Taehyung was always surrounded by his usual crowd, his friends, his admirers, the people who laughed at his jokes and hung on to his words. But now Taehyung was here with Jungkook. "You are staring," Taehyung teased. Jungkook blinked quickly, looking back at his book. "I am not." "You are," Taehyung insisted, resting his arm on the back of the bench. "But don't worry, I get that a lot." Jungkook scoffed. "Shut up," Taehyung chuckled, and Jungkook hated how much he liked that sound. "So," Taehyung said after a moment, "I was thinking we should hang out sometime." Jungkook frowned. "We already do." Taehyung rolled his eyes. "I mean, outside of math, like friends." "Friends?" The word sat strangely in Jungkook's chest. Were they friends? Jungkook had never thought about it before. Their study sessions had started as a favor, something forced, but lately they had felt less like an obligation and more like something else, something he didn't want to define. "Why?" Jungkook asked fairly. Taehyung shrugged. "Because I like your company." Jungkook stared at him. For once, Taehyung's usual playfulness wasn't there. Taehyung meant it. Meanwhile, Taehyung lay in bed looking at the ceiling, also not sleeping. He knew what he had done. He had purposely looked at Jungkook after rejecting that girl. Because it was true. He didn't want anyone else, he wanted Jungkook. And now he was sure of one thing. He wasn't going to wait anymore. For weeks he had been teasing, hinting, waiting for Jungkook to realize on his own. But Jungkook was stubborn and clueless. So Taehyung had made up his mind. Tomorrow he was going to make Jungkook his. No more games, no more waiting, just him and Jungkook exactly how it was meant to be.